What's shaking, folks? I am back with the final video in my mail opening from my most recent, I don't know, probably 3 weeks worth of Probstein auction winnings. Again, this is all low-end stuff. But what's cool is some of this stuff I was able to win the auctions early. And some stuff is actually worth more now than when I bought it. Of course, some stuff's not. Also, if you're not aware of this, there's kind of a goofy set of parallels in the 2020 Top Series 1 that look exactly, they look like nothing on the front of the card. On the back, they are, in fact, numbered to 300, which is a pretty low number. It's just the advanced stat parallel, which I totally forgot about. Went through probably... I'm not even going to guess on the number, but every 2020 Series 1 card that I own and only found one. So if you forgot about this, you might want to go through your cards. I mean, numbered out of 300, that's pretty solid. I don't know if I mentioned it, but also in this mail day, I've got this, don't know what the hell in it's pack of something or other that we're going to open. All right, first off, I don't want to show what I got here. Okay, first off, we've got a 2014 Topps Chrome update, George Springer rookie card. PSA graded at a 9. Is that a scuff on the case? Are you kidding me? Not anything crazy, but there is a little bit of a, yeah, it's not really anything. Good thing is it's not on the card. But anyhow, I really like George Springer. And I really like how cheap these Astros are right now, man. Look, guys, I know they cheat. But if you think every team in baseball is not trying to cheat, you're wrong. They just got caught. And I think what they're doing is a little bit over the top. But look at their batting average, man. Look at, I don't know if it's all of them. I don't want to speak out of turn on it. But look at their splits. Home versus away, their batting numbers. And I think you'll find that it probably wasn't much of an advantage at all. You also got to remember, baseball is a very mental game. That kind of shit can mess your head up if you're at home and you're trying to react to a 3-bang and blah, 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 blah. You know, you've got a certain way that you've been doing this for the first 25 years of your life, and suddenly you're going to, I mean, I don't know, I'm talking all over the place. There were times where no doubt it helped them. But look at their splits. Look at their home versus away batting stats and tell me how much it helped them. And I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. So anyhow, you're able to pick these up very cheap right now. I paid less than $10 for this. It's a 2014 Topps Chrome update. George Springer rookie card, PSA graded at a 9. Awesome card. I'm picking up Astros when I can because they're so cheap right now because everybody hates them because they cheat. But I think they're still really, really good at baseball. Okay, next up, in my continuing quest to buy every freaking Rui Hachimura card that they make, although I'm cool with these. I'll have to check what I paid. I know it wasn't very much. I know I say that about every damn thing I bought, but I believe these are both silvers too. But Rui Hachimura, they're insert cards. The emergent, I don't know if it's considered an insert or a subset or whatever. But anyhow, I believe these are both his silver emergent card, which is awesome because I think Rui Hachimura is going to be really good. And I think when he gets really good, he's part Japanese and everyone's going to go crazy like they did for the other Japanese people who made it big. And if nothing else, would be a big market for these, or the demand, the supply will dry up to some degree because people in Japan will be collecting him like crazy. At least that's my theory. We'll see. And next up, we have got, and is this a silver? I don't think it is. I think I thought it was when I bought it. Regardless, it's a Josh James, running back for the Oakland Raiders, Panini Prism silver card. Josh Jacobs, did I say James? Josh Jacobs is another guy right now, man. This guy, look at his numbers last year. And I know he got banged up, but he was the best rookie running back last year. Put up decent numbers, and he's so cheap right now. I know. Quarterbacks are the only ones that are worth any real money. But I think come football season, that's going to change. I think people are into collecting enough that they're going to start collecting different players. And when you go from quarterback, the next most collectible position, without question, is going to be your running backs. And this was the best one last year, and his cards are dirt cheap. So invest in Josh Jacobs. Okay, that's it for the non-graded cards. Next up, we got these graded little numbers. No idea what I actually got here. Why are those stuck together so tight? Okay, we got the 82 Donruss, Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt with the hair, the flowing hair, the grace, the mustache. 1982 Donruss. This is another one that I purchased just because it was so cheap. I'm going to be able to resell it for a couple bucks more than what I paid for it. And that couple bucks will give me the money to buy another Josh Jacobs. Now, when Josh Jacobs is worth a whole bunch of money, I'll sell Josh Jacobs and I'll buy Ronald Acuna Jr. Sixes. Anyhow, I'm rambling. But 82 Donruss, Mike Schmidt. I do love the 82 design. And I think that this design also appeals to a bunch of people that are somewhere around my age that are just re-entering the hobby or will be soon. So this card is sweet. It's a 7, good starter card. It's going to sell. I've got all the Mike Schmidts I need, and I think they're all older than that. So I'm good on Schmidt. I'm selling them. Next up. You know, my last video, I opened up the Dwight Gooden. Maybe I can find him. It'll be like the old days for these boys. Where you at, Doc? Bam. Y'all got some blow? No, just kidding. Wasn't there some story about these two? I think they were actually, like, they won a world championship, and it was the day of the parade in New York freaking City. And these guys had to, like, get dragged out of a crack house to go to the parade. That's how bad these dudes got in the 80s. I believe Strawberry is doing awesome. Like, he's got his shit together, and Strawberry is twice the man he ever was when he was using. I think the doctor just sent out some kind of plea, please help me, I don't want to die, or something. Like, I think Dwight Gooden is not doing well. But I want him to because he's the doctor, and he's a former Indian. But yeah, I picked up a 84 Topps Darryl Strawberry, PSA 7, near mint condition. The Strawman's rookie card. I believe I have an Opeachy. I'm not sure if I have... I know I have this card raw, but I don't know if I have a graded version. If I have more than one, I'll sell them. If not, I'll keep it for the personal collection. It's Darryl freaking Strawberry, man. I will say that he's pretty resellable for some reason. People still want the Strawberry, man. They want the freaking Strawberry. Next up, we have got personal collection card, the 2006 Topps AJ Hawk. I want it because he's a Buckeye. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You know, great college player, and he was just ho-hum in the NFL. He was all right. He was never Luke Kuechly. He was never what I expected him to be. He was never what he was projected to be. Well, he was a first-round pick. 5th overall player taken in the draft, and he never at any time dominated like the 5th overall player. I play a lot of fantasy football, and I play in deeper leagues that we play defensive players, and AJ Hawk was never even close to the player that he was projected to be. I mean, the 5th overall pick in the draft, he should have dominated. He should have been a defensive MVP candidate, and he was more like a slightly better than a special teamer type, which is unfortunate because he was great at Ohio State. He was one of those guys that was supposed to be great, and then he came in and he was great. It was awesome. All right, next up, we got the 1974 Topps Juan Marichal. PSA graded at a 5, excellent condition. This is old Juan's 13th year card. But he is a Hall of Famer. It's an old card, and I picked it up really, really inexpensive. This is one of my little $2, $3 specials. I was just bidding on stuff that nobody else wanted. Maybe because it's a 5. It's not high-end enough. But I'm telling you, when you hold a 5 in your hand and look at the card and feel the slab, it's beautiful. That is a beautiful card. That being said, I'm probably going to sell the damn thing. But I love it. I can't turn it down for $2, $3. I'm also, since I'm unemployed now and don't do anything but sit around the house and shower every other day, play with my cards, yell at my kids. But I've been watching the Ken Burns baseball documentary for the first time. It's like 18 hours, but it's pretty awesome. It got a little old, and I got tired about inning 4 through 6 or so. And once they went to color, I was okay again, but it was getting a little bit old. But it's still great. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. You got to watch it if you haven't, especially if you have that kind of time. But if I didn't have the kind of time I have right now, and I started watching that documentary, it would probably take me a month to get through it because I'd be able to watch about half-hour segments before I fell asleep. Some parts are riveting, but some parts just aren't. Okay, this is, without question, a card that I purchased for less than $2. 74 Topps Luis Aparicio. Very good to excellent condition. Graded at a PSA 4. And it's got the miscut. I don't know what the term is exactly. But anyhow, if it has a MC, it means miscut. OC means off center. I'm talking about right here next to the number. What do we got? Miscut, off center. I've got a couple that had a stain, ST, for a stain on it. Usually it was like a wax stain or a gum stain on the back of the card. But it kills the value of this stuff. Kills the value. But I love 74 Topps. I think they're sweet. My brother-in-law and I were talking about the landscape cards and just how awesome they are. I think I'm going to start collecting those. And I bought this card for like $1.50. So most likely this will stay in the personal collection simply because I'm not going to sell it for $1. I mean, I'll keep it at that price. But cool card, Hall of Famer. Can't complain. Next up, we have got, bam! I have no idea why I bought this. I must have got this for $1.25. 1974 Topps Al Downing. This is Big Al's 12th, 13th year card. PSA graded at a 5, excellent condition. I would have to look it up, but I promise you I got this Al Dowling card for less than $2. And I'm sorry, I can't leave them sit at that price. It's hard for me to leave anything PSA graded if it's $2 or less. Especially when I already knew that I had the shipping covered with all the other crap I got. So that's how I ended up with Al Dowling. This could be, I doubt it. I don't think the grade's high enough. But my brother-in-law may be interested in that. Pretty random card. Okay, last but not least. There we go. 74 Topps Bob Gibson. PSA graded at a 4. Very good to excellent condition. It is an older grade. I don't know. I feel like some of these older cards may have got graded pretty damn hard as compared to what they would do today with it. I mean, that's not terrible, man. To get a 4? I don't know. I know I've been talking about him a lot this video, but I'll have my brother-in-law take a look and see what he thinks because he deals with a lot more vintage graded stuff than what I do. But regardless, this is a 74 tops, which, like I said earlier, is a cool-ass set. Bob Gibson, Hall of Famer. It's a cool card regardless, and I got it so cheap that I just had to buy it. All right, I thought I was going to get to this little pack here in this video, but I'm certainly not now. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, keep it around the 15-minute mark. Thank you ever so much for watching. You know the routine with the subscribe, like, comment, whatever order you're supposed to say that. I don't know. But I appreciate each and every one of you who actually watch these videos. I hope the content is enjoyable, and I've got big plans for the future. I've got a GoPro. If I'm ever allowed out of the house, who knows what I'm going to bring you. That's right, folks. Later.